Hello there. Welcome once again to the Public Policy Cafe, and it's your host, Rector Jibril Mohammed. In our previous lesson, we talked about the types of public policy, and in today's lesson, we're going to talk about an important concept, which is the concept of bounded rationality in public policy, and we are going to use this concept to discuss the COVID-19. So, what is before we talk about bounded rationality, let's first talk about rational choice theory to ease your understanding of rational choice. To ease your understanding of bounded rationality. So, rational choice theory basically means that when individuals are confronted with a problem, they first comprehensively understand the problem and they look at the options available to them. They set the goals and the various options, and they assess the cost and benefit of the respective options, and then based on that information they have, they make the best choice available to them. So, but the bounded rationality, which was developed by Herbert Simon, argues that we are unable to comprehensively understand the situation or the problem at hand to objectively make decisions on the options that we have or the available choices that we have. Basically, decisions are often made with inadequate and sometimes inaccurate information, and the cost and benefit of the goals or the options that we have are not clearly identified. We cannot clearly identify them and weigh them against each other to make the decision. Basically, just understand it in a way that whenever we are confronted with a problem, we don't comprehensively have information of the problem and the available options that we could have. Okay, now let's use this one to discuss COVID to make it practical for you to understand. So we know that COVID is a health issue, right? And many politicians don't have expertise in science. Okay, they are from different backgrounds, and they have to rely on information from scientists dealing with the virus. Okay, and these scientists themselves are also not politicians, so the information that they give are from the scientific perspective. Now the decision makers would have to filter this information and make decisions on it based on what they understand and the available context of the situation. And one thing which is very important here is that you realize that the virus itself is under study. We are doing a lot of studies, and it's giving us perspectives, or it's making us understand COVID. Okay, so we don't have comprehensive information yet. Okay, and this is what bounded rationality is talking about, that the information that we have to make decisions on problems and the available options that we could have is inadequate and sometimes incorrect. Okay, so the decision makers or government will have to make decisions or policies based on this incomplete information that is available to them. Okay, so when you understand this, then you realize that most of the times when there's a problem, we blame government for not making decisions, but the actual problem is the concept of bounded rationality, which means that decision makers themselves do not have adequate information or complete or comprehensive information to make, and it is because of the fact that we are human and we are limited. This is the short lesson for today. This is the end, To recap, we talked about rational choice theory, bounded rationality, and we explained bounded rationality in the context of COVID. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and click on the bell button to get notification whenever I drop a video.